Hi, welcome to the NAB Show New York studio here in New York City. I'm Claire Plaisted, and today I'm joined by Geoff Stedman, the CMO of SDVI. Hi, Geoff. How are you?
Hi, very good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for joining me here.
You bet.
First of all, can you tell me a little bit about SDVI?
Yeah, sure. So SDVI is a company software company that makes a platform that media companies use to automate and orchestrate their supply chain, what we call the media supply chain, and move that to the cloud and really make it more efficient, make it more agile, get a lot more intelligence out of what's happening within a media operations. And so, as companies are putting through more and more content through their factory, our platform is really helping them get the most out of that and do it the most effectively, the most efficiently that they can.
How are you different from some of the other competitors in the space?
Well, a lot of people look at this space and think of media asset management, right? And so you hear a lot about MAM vendors, and a lot of MAM vendors talk about being part of the supply chain. And what I find is really differentiates SDVI is that not only do we help our customers manage their assets, but more importantly, we manage all of the work that has to happen to those assets in order to get them from the time they arrive to all of the different distribution platforms that the company is trying to service. And so what differentiates the SDVI platform is that, we're not managing an asset on a piece of storage, we're managing all of the resources that are needed to transform that asset into whatever it needs to be. So we're provisioning infrastructure, we're provisioning applications, we're adding and tracking metadata that goes along with that, and we're optimizing the effort and the work that has to happen, and making sure it happens in a way that it just streamlines that whole process.
Okay. What are some of the challenges you're seeing your customers face at the moment?
Yeah, so what really matters to our customers is that notion of being able to optimize the throughput of my factory. And the reason is media companies today have so much demand for content. And not only content within their domestic market, but that content is now increasingly in demand around the world. And so one of the hardest problems our customers are trying to keep up with is the need for all of the different versions of content, localization, culturally appropriate content. So all of that work that to turn a piece of content that was intended originally for a domestic market into an international piece of content, it's a lot of work. And we help those customers keep up with that demand and meet that demand.
How have you found NAB Show New York this year?
It's been great. There's a lot of energy, a lot of people. We anticipated that a lot of people would want to come because for many New Yorkers, they didn't make the trip to Las Vegas, they didn't make the trip to Amsterdam. And so bringing this content that the show is bringing together, bringing the vendors together here in New York is allowing us to interface with the East Coast crowd, if you will, that may not yet have gone to some of the other bigger shows. So for us, it was a great opportunity to reconnect with our clients here in New York. And always in these shows, our platform is heavily integrated with other third-party vendors. So the opportunity to meet with other vendors is also a good opportunity here.
Good, yeah. Live events are definitely back, aren't they?
Live events are back, and we're realizing they're important. They might not be important in terms of a place where you announce a new product, but they're really important for continuing to build the relationships and enhancing and building the trust that you have to have with customers when you're selling in this space.
Sure. So what do you think we're going to see over the next 12 months from your company?
Well, we've really focused so far on helping media companies optimize their supply chain. And when we say their supply chain, we mean the work that happens from the time content arrives to the time they send it out to whatever that destination may be. I think what you're going to see from us is helping these companies connect their supply chains and allow the supply chain, sort of what we define as the supply chain, to grow, to include suppliers, to include distributors, and really not just streamline what happens inside the media factory, but what happens between the media factories, and really making that more efficient, eliminating friction, eliminating duplication of work and waste, and really trying to streamline the way content moves through the broader supply chain and the broader ecosystem.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio today and telling me all about it.
You bet. And thanks for having me. I appreciate it.